Hello and welcome back to Star Trek The Next Generation, Final Unity. When we last left off, we got onto the planet. What's the planet again? Marasia. There we go. Um, which seems to be a matriarchal society that doesn't particularly like us.
The food's probably for the bird creature.
Probably.
What a beautiful bird. Constable Lixie is in charge of the preserve. She seems to be suspicious of us.
No, really.
This is the constable's computer.
Pretty sure she wouldn't like us meandering on her computer, so let's head out. Oh, wow. Got a laboratory, canyon biotrope, a fruit.
I think it wants to be fed.
Probably. Huh. Yeah, let's head over to the lab. Which looks like a giant beaker thingy. Well, this looks pleasant. Why don't you grab that probe?
The bioprobe analyzes samples that a field unit collects from specimens. It is used primarily for zoological analysis.
Interesting.
It is possible that this animal is an Akana boar from the planet Jervis.
And the biotable?
The biotable incorporates bioassay hardware to analyze specimens and perform scans.
Interesting. Let's grab everything else in here, because why not?
This paramammalian species has been cryogenically preserved for medical analysis. The insectivore is possibly a member of the Talpidae family.
Possibly. Let's see if we can use it on the biotable to...
Subject is marked as a Frednorian boar. Probable cause of death is malnutrition.
Oh.
I am not certain this is a Frednorian boar. I believe it may be an Akana boar, a close genetic relative.
Sonic scope. It is a sonic scope. It uses acoustic resonance to analyze molecular structure. Interesting that didn't have a sound clip.
Diagnostic tests and cell density analysis complete. Subject's neural pathways have been drained of electrical energy.
Well, that's usually what happens when they're dead. Let's try one of these other things.
Diagnostic tests and cell density analysis complete. All readings are normal.
And the lizardy thingy?
Diagnostic tests and cell...
Okay.
Subject is marked as a myocordae mole. Probable cause of death is neural energy loss.
Huh. And finally, this sloth thingy.
Subject is marked as a Kujan gibbon.
Gibbon.
Probable cause of death is massive infection by Naturov parasites. This parasite is not native to the Kujan's habitat.
Yeah, you keep introducing these strange species to this area, and yeah, things aren't gonna work just right. Let's see. Let's use these bioprobes on these field units.
I do not believe that will work.
Okay. Oh. I just grab them. Whole bunch of stuff in our inventory.
A
Scan the
massive
comport.
computer fragmentation has erased the doctor's files.
Oh. The only
salvageable message from her daily log is sessions with Tracker Melas canceled.
Ah. Interesting. Yeah, let's talk to Tracker Melas.
Open a channel to Tracker Melas.
Channels open.
I'm Lieutenant Commander Data, Starship Enterprise. I'm investigating the absence of Dr. Hoon Forsh.
Greetings. I doubt that she is in any danger. She's probably just taking a vacation after her blow-up with Constable Lixie.
Let's see. Yeah, we can mention that her name popped up.
We found your name in the doctor's laboratory. What is your relationship with her?
I teach her territorial recognition. At least I did. We suspended our lessons after the power outages began.
Oh.
I haven't seen her since, but I doubt she's lost. Such an excellent tracker, even if she is a bit weak in the nose.
Interesting. Yeah, arguments?
This blow-up you mentioned. Do you mean the constable and the doctor had an argument?
Dr. Hoonforsh discovered that several animals from Aramut's second shipment were illegal species which had been mistagged.
Oh.
I think she accused the constable of smuggling, but I'm not sure. Healer Zolas told me the story.
Ah. Yeah, what about these power outages?
You mentioned power outages. Can you describe them in greater detail?
A power surge at our quarantine shelter destroyed some of the generators. 2 watchers were seriously injured and several animals escaped. Since then, we've had outages in the biotopes. They're still under investigation.
And you're annoying. Little zappy thing there. Yeah, I guess let's continue on this line of conversation.
Without the generator, the individual containment fields in the shelter will not function. You would no longer be able to quarantine any animals for analysis or adaptation.
Yeah.
That's right. Most of our personnel are out searching for escaped animals right now. Dr. Hunforsh might be doing that on her own.
Possibly. What are exactly the responsibilities?
What exactly are the Watcher's responsibilities?
The Watchers feed and care for the preserved species.
I guess I should have figured that. Yeah, these animal carcasses.
I have some questions regarding several animal carcasses which we found in the doctor's laboratory.
Yeah.
Of course.
Dr. Hoonforsh was examining these carcasses for a reason. I suggest we perform biological and sonic scans on the carcasses ourselves.
Although, didn't we just do that?
I wish you well on your search.
Oop.
Open a channel to
Channels.
We are not completely done. Yeah, let's talk about smuggling.
Smuggling is a serious offense.
Yeah.
It would certainly jeopardize the acceptance of Marasia into the Federation.
Oh, yeah.
That's why she thought Constable Lixie might be involved, to thwart Federation entry.
Oh, Lixie doesn't want the Federation involved. Interesting.
I have some questions regarding several animal carcasses which we found in the doctor's laboratory.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yep, we already discussed all of, or found out about all of these, so...
A creature tagged as a Frednorian boar apparently died of starvation. Do you know how this could have occurred?
Hard to say. The Watchers are quite good. I can't imagine they'd just let this happen. Maybe they were given the wrong care instructions.
Or the animal wasn't identified correctly, which we know it wasn't identified correctly. Yeah, parasitic infection.
A creature tagged as a Kujan gibbon died of a parasitic infection not found in its native habitat. How could this have occurred?
I don't know. The Watchers are the ones who care for the animals. Maybe they can help you.
Apparently. And an energy drain within its neural pathways.
One creature experienced an energy drain within its neural pathways. It is untagged, but appeared to be a mole of some sort.
Yeah.
It's probably a Myocordae mole. They're quite common on Marasia. But I've never heard of one dying like this before.
That's so. Could be.
Its cause of death is unusual, but not unprecedented. I have personally encountered a species that consumed human neural energy for survival. Is there a preserve animal that might feed on Myocordae neural energy?
Maybe.
None that I know of. Perhaps the Myocordae got caught in one of the generator power surges, but then it wouldn't be drained of energy. I don't know.
Thank you for your time.
I wish you well on your search.
Constable Lixie is so dead set against Morasi and joining the Federation, she might have planted the illegal species herself to sabotage the petition process.
Possibly.
It's possible the constable felt that telling us about her argument with the doctor would arouse our suspicions. But why would she withhold information about the escapes?
Yeah. Interesting. Let's head out of here. Now at least I don't have to walk all that way. Although... Ah, the office. There we go. Okay, let's tell her about our discoveries, although this seems to be someone we don't want to be friends with. Has anyone heard?
Has anyone heard from Dr. Hyun Forsh?
No.
No, I'm afraid not.
Interesting. I'm supposed to have a different
Has anyone...
conversation
No.
tree, so I can't talk to the bird, right? Although it seemed like the bird
Visitors for Constable Lixie. Constable Lixie is present.
apparently. Let me figure this out. I seem to have been in a bit of a odd state. 1 second. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on. I'm supposed to be able to ask her about Idea, but yeah, Lixie is not being very cooperative. Let's see here.
Could you tell me why Dr. Forsch believed that animals were being smuggled into the preserve?
Yeah, it is a good question.
She found a Romulan creature, which is, of course, banned from import by Federation law. It was tagged as a similar legal species. She has accused me of smuggling it in order to damage our chances for Federation membership.
Yeah, how do you count?
How do you account for the mistagged animal?
I blame our supplier, Aramat. He's rude, devious, and barely competent. If I'd known Aramat was a Ferengi, I'd never have listened to Idia's recommendation. But the contract is binding, and he does deliver on time.
Okay, so you can't bring in any Romulan things, which makes sense, but you're bringing in the Ferengi? I mean, yeah, technically the Ferengi have just kind of come in contact with the Federation, but yeah, they're the major ideological conflict. I don't know. Yeah, usual power outages.
Constable, I understand the preserve has been experiencing some unusual power outages.
Those were just a few temperamental generators failing. They've been repaired. Is the Federation now concerned with our internal technical difficulties as well?
Well, possibly.
Why are you so opposed to the Federation?
Membership in the Federation would compromise Marasia's freedom of action. Some of us would rather not see that happen.
I can understand that.
Thank you for your time.
I don't think the Constable would compromise her responsibilities to the Preserve, even to stop Marasia's entry into the Federation.
Okay, so we're pretty sure her principles are up and up.
I believe the Constable. She seems genuinely devoted to the Preserve, and I don't think she would resort to smuggling, even to thwart Federation membership.
Okay, that's 2 people. Let's see here. Oh yeah, and I went back a bit. Maybe we can now contact, Idia? That would be nice.
Open a channel to Consultant Idia.
Channels open.
Ooh, nice.
I'm Counselor Deanna Troy of the Enterprise. I'm investigating the disappearance of Dr. Forsch.
As I told Constable Lixie, I don't know where she is. Must you interrupt my research with more pointless questions?
I'm sorry for the intrusion. I understand that you're the Preserve's consultant.
Yes, I help select and verify preserved species in the biotopes. The Marasians wanted a Federation expert, despite Lixie's objections. They were lucky to get me.
Oh?
You were the last person to see Dr. Forsch before she disappeared.
Uh-oh.
As far as I know, that's not a crime.
No, but we have questions. Yeah.
Constable Lixie said you recommended switching to a Ferengi trader named Aramat for the second shipment.
Yes, I did. Because he delivers what you want on time. The Constable gave me hell when she found out that he was a Ferengi. She barely tolerates me because I'm a male.
Let's see. Yeah, we've got several questions.
I have some questions about several carcasses we found in the doctor's lab.
Animal carcasses in an exobiology lab? Well, that's certainly unusual.
Please. Let's see. Yeah, the neural
We
pathways.
found a myochord mole whose neural pathways were drained of energy. How might that have happened?
I'd say it died of neglect. Those watchers don't know the first thing about dealing with animals. They're not scientists. They're glorified zookeepers. Why don't you go ask them about it?
You know, if there's zookeepers, then yeah, they'd know about taking care of animals. Yeah, the parasites.
We found a Kujon gibbon which died from an avoidable parasitic infection. How could that happen here?
I'd say it died of neglect. Those watchers don't know the first thing about dealing with animals. They're not
Is that going to be a
scientists.
response to
They're
everything?
glorified zookeepers. Why don't you go ask them about it?
A boar seems to have died of starvation. How could something that preventable happen here?
Let me guess, you're going to say it died of neglect.
Sounds like incompetence to me.
Oh,
The watchers blindly follow whatever care instructions they're given. No personal initiative at all.
well, yeah, that's because they're dealing with scientists, so they figure you're the ones who are able to... Whatever.
Is there something about the boar that's bothering you? You seem rather concerned about it.
Of course I am. It died of neglect. How did you know I was concerned? Are you telepathic?
She's an empath.
No, I'm an empath. I'm half Betazoid.
Really? I wanted more proof before I said anything. But that boar is an Akana, a species banned for import. It must have been smuggled in. The Watchers have requested restricted species before and were denied. Dr. Hunforsch may have found out.
Oh, hello.
If you knew that boar was an Arcana, why didn't you report it to the authorities?
Yeah.
I didn't want to. I wanted the chance to study it. It was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Who am I to deprive science of my brilliant research on such a specimen?
Yeah, but you could theoretically report it and still study it. I mean, once it's here, it's freaking here, yes. Oh, well, I mean, they wouldn't, disintegrate it immediately.
Did the doctor confront any of the Watchers with her suspicions?
Possibly.
I think that's why she's missing.
Yeah.
When she confronted them with the Akana, they must have stunned her. Those stunners don't trigger the surveillance system, so nobody knows about it.
Oh?
Why would the doctor think the Watchers were smuggling?
Because...
They're fanatics out to save the endangered creatures of the universe. I've suspected them all along, especially when I discovered this mistagging. You see, these tags can only be reprogrammed by a Watcher.
Oh. Yeah.
Did the doctor seem preoccupied or concerned about anything in particular?
When I saw her for supper the other day, she was talking about genetic samples from the last shipment. She knows I don't like to hear people talk while I eat, so she said little else.
Yeah.
But Dr. Hunforsch was only cataloging Marassian species. Why would she be interested in genetic samples from other animals in the preserve?
I don't concern myself with the lab work of junior scientists. Now, do you mind? I have important research to conduct.
Yeah, well, I might be investigating a murder here.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for wasting it.
He was pretty quick to implicate the Watchers. I didn't know they were the only ones who could replace ID tags.
His accusation that the Watchers are fanatics is certainly plausible. Collectors can be quite zealous in their pursuit of rare specimens.
Idiot certainly has a high opinion of himself. The thing he seemed most interested in was his reputation.
Quite. Well, maybe now we can talk to the constable about, hey, we discovered some stuff.
Excuse me, Constable. Has there been any
No, I'm afraid.
The answer to that is no. Head off to the lab.
These are the main crossroads.
Yeah.
This tree is magnificent.
Walking, walking, walking. Do. Yeah. Movement rate in this game is slow.
I once tried an atoll fruit. It's quite delicious, but it stains fabric.
Well, on the bright side, your clothing is pretty much, created on site. Well, this is impressive.
This terminal is inactive. That's not working. There's an auxiliary power port here. It should accommodate a standard microgenerator.
Well, let's leave here, because we're not going to be able to do much over here. And I think I'm going to call this a video. When we come back, I'll meet you at the lab. 1 second. See you soon.